everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Cowboys going up against the Panthers. Time to head up to a soggy Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, where we join our dry commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Guys, take it away.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to uptown Charlotte and rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Yardage brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. On second down, here's Newton. Benjamin with it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Now Newton on first down. He's going to loft one. That's caught inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football. And we saw a big gain as a result on that play.
Now Artis Payne trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Kelvin Benjamin has to be a feature of this offense that's on your screen now.
Definitely a #1 receiver, a huge target with some speed. It's almost like go-go gadget when he goes up to get the football. No matter how you defend him, he can go just a little bit higher.
And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
When at his best, Orlando Scandrick is one of the top nickel cornerbacks in the NFL.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Throwing on third down, Newton. And Ginn's got it. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Mike Tolbert, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. 1st and 10. Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. And some room to work. Touchdown, Cowboys. Des Bryant, 75 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Escaping the pressure right. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here's Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. They fake the give. Newton gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. A good pickup there, 22. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And, boy, the payoff was good.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This offensive unit today, they're going to need Dez.
A full combo plate. Size, speed, toughness, not to mention incredible aggressiveness going and getting the football.
Second down, Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They come out here in the eye. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
20.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. 2nd and 10. Newton again. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Here's Hardest Payne. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. First down, Prescott. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It'll go as a gain of 12, and it'll be first down, Cowboys.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. On 1st and 10, Prescott drops it underneath to Elliott. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A gain of 39 that time.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Bryant with a catch right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Complete to Jason Witten. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, Elliott. And he'll get it up the middle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on 3rd down. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. For Prescott. Can't find anyone open. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. It's brought in right side by Ginn. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And Ginn's got it. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. Touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin, 76 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Prescott now on second down. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go! Ohio! 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 Here we go!
Prescott now from the 50. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
This is away, and it's a high kick. Hit pretty well. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go!
A first down throw for Prescott. He dumps off to Morris. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Second down, Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Offense, they get set to come back onto the from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Shift together here from the D-line. A final shot before the break. Newton. He's going to let it go again. And he's got his receiver. That's Ginn for a Carolina touchdown. Ted Ginn as time expires in the first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now it's the backup Romo surveying the field. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way they made the play, came across, and knocked it away.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, James Hanna. And it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Brown. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 3rd and short, Tolbert. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stuffed the run. But I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and they just expected him to pick up a first.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line, the Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Ready, white 18, white 18. Go!
To throw on second down is Romo. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on third down. 5 defensive backs. Complete to Jason Witten. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They're losing here in the third quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
And while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was the place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you, push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here's Romo. He's got time. And on the left side, he's got Witten. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on third down and 9. Now Romo. He completes it to Bryant. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Romo, delayed give to Elliott. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Third and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. From the gun on third down, Romo. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten from 13 yards out. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Bailey now for the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
12 yards on the pickup, and the Panthers are going to get a first down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 18 on that one. And it'll be first down, Panthers. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And he'll cut it to the right sideline. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Cameron Artis-Payne, 44 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Oh, he's got some breathing room. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
They'll run it with Artis-Payne. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Now Newton completes it to Dixon. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
1st and goal from the 5. Artis-Payne. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit. Even though I'm not rooting for either team, That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
They'll run again here with Artis Payne. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And 4th down coming up. Now Graham Gano to try the Panther field goal. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
46 is right there. Check in.
Bryant, the lone receiver left. Romo now to throw. Finding time. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught at the 20. It's a big play. Romo to Bryant. And even 50 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Charles Johnson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. To throw on second down is Romo. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Charles Johnson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He's got time in the pocket. He dumps off to Morris. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Romo. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. Carolina getting set to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner, and just think about how good that feels because
and now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Again on the ground with Artis Payne. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but fortunately a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.